does it ever get lonely without me? Oh. You're up there, I don't know why.
B100, the Quad City's #1 hit music station, Andy.
Alright, let's turn that down. Probably gonna take me all the way home just for anybody to get here. I would not doubt.
Check it out up in the B100 app right now.
Oh god, the sun. Oh my god. There. Much better. Oh, we got somebody. That was quick. Baby, I'm a wreck. Push on my place, baby, I'm a wreck. Alright. Sorry for the lighting changes that are gonna happen. And they left. Dude, we had somebody and they stayed for like 30 seconds and left. Oh good, now we got 2 people. Says there's only 1 of you guys though. Oh, now there's 4? What? Now 6? Wow, that was quick. Alright, so sorry for the lighting changes. Because I'm driving, but I probably shouldn't live stream and drive, but I don't have to look right at the camera, right? How's everybody's day? I am live streaming actually earlier today than I usually do. So, adulting win for me. Just leaving the barn right now. I worked with Sarah a little bit today. We got some people that I haven't seen in here before. Where am I going? I'm going home. I just left the barn. Ooh. Big dip. And also, I might not answer your guys' questions right away if you ask questions because I am driving, so I'm not going to be reading too hard, but it'll only take me like 15 minutes to get home or so we'll catch up there. But I worked with Sarah a little bit today. I worked with her 2 days ago as well. I'm trying to edit the vlog for you guys, but I don't know why iMovie is being so dumb, and I think it's because it needs updated. So I tried to update it the other day, but it's just not working for whatever reason, even though it usually works fine. But you guys will see the vlog very soon. But I just worked with her again today, literally just for like 15 minutes, because I'm at the point now where I need somebody to hold her. So I think in the next videos you'll see probably somebody working with her with me, because I need somebody to hold her while I kind of put my foot in the stirrup and just put some, you know, weight and some bouncing into the stirrup. She's just one of those horses that I don't know why has been so sensitive to pressure on her sides. Like, she doesn't like me standing by her side. Any time that I'm on her side applying pressure, she instantly just moves away. Like, she doesn't like me there. She's gotten better, but in order for me to be able to do that, I need somebody to hold her there so I can be on her side and release and put on the pressure without her moving 24/7, you know? So otherwise it's going to be a really long process. But yeah. And I also saddled her today while she was tied up, which I haven't done before. So that was good. She did totally fine with that. Because I usually don't have her tied up. I usually lunge her and then just saddle her on the ground. But what are my thoughts on 4-H? I never got into 4-H when I was a kid, and I actually really wish that I had, because I probably could have done so much more with my horses if I was in 4-H, and probably could have just experienced more. But at the same time, now that I'm older, as well as I am going vegan, if some of you guys don't know that, I'm in the process of going vegan. I don't really agree with everything that 4-H teaches. But when I was younger, when I was a kid, I wish my parents had gotten me into it, because there's more than just, you know, farm animals and stuff that goes into 4-H. And I think like I could have done some cool projects, and I could have met more horse people in 4-H. What's 4-H? So I guess I don't know if everywhere has 4-H, but here in Iowa, 4-H is basically like, I don't even know how I want to describe it. It's like a kids group that's centered around agriculture. It's like, oh, I don't know. I mean, every like county here has their own 4-H group, and you can do different projects with your farm animals. You can do projects with crafts, you can do projects with rabbits, and you can do projects with horses. And I don't know everything that it entails because I was never in it. So I know that every year our local fair has a 4-H horse show, which is just 4-H. It's just the 4-H kids that can show there. And then there's like the open show, obviously, where anybody can show. But yeah, I kind of wish that I had experienced it when I was a kid, just because I could have gone farther probably with the horses and kind of gotten a better start and probably met more people. But my parents weren't all that ambitious when I was a kid. So yeah, I guess I didn't realize that like other places didn't have 4-H. We also have FFA here. Do you guys know what FFA is? No, literally taking the agriculture classes in high school was so brutal for me. Trying to go vegan, like learning about farm animals and eating them is good for you, I was like, oh my god. But I was in FFA a couple years of high school, sell boxes of fruit, and okay, we went from 8 people to 4 people. What happened? We have Quarter Horse Congress here as well. I don't know, well, I guess I don't know if it's the Quarter Horse Congress. I'm pretty sure it is. But the barn owner actually, she goes there. And shows there. Oh, what? We're at 1 person now. What the heck happened? Well, that did not last very long. Has it, wow, why did everybody leave? Like, I thought we were actually having a good topic to start out with. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something and I don't remember what it was. Low battery. Oh yeah, has it started to warm up or anything where you guys are at? I know in Australia it's probably turning into fall, but it's finally starting to get warm out here. I don't know if you'll be able to see out the window. Yeah, all the snow's gone, and it's been like 50s, so it's been very nice. So that's why I like really am starting to pull Sarah out again, because I want to be able to take her on the trail rides that are about a month away. So I know the 27th of April is our first trail ride, and I really want to take her on that. I don't know if she'll be 100% ready to go on something like that yet, but I really want to. I want to take her on like as many as I can. I want any kids. Honestly, I'm not even interested in having kids. Like, I'm just not interested in it. The whole pregnancy and birthing just sounds horrifying to me, and honestly sounds like the most terrifying thing in the world. But pregnancy also really grosses me out. But I would consider adopting. I have some family members that have adopted kids, and it's worked out really good for them. Actually, my old choir teacher in high school adopted both of her daughters, and it's worked out really great for them. Like, they live a total normal family life. So I would honestly really consider that, and I think there's a lot of kids in the adoption agencies right now and orphanages and stuff like that that deserve to have families, and they don't. So yeah, that's my take on kids. I don't think I've ever been asked that on the internet before. But yeah, I'm hoping to take Sarah on as many trail rides as I possibly can this year. Obviously, my horses also need to go on trail rides, so even like between Saddle Club trail rides, I want to take my horses out for trail rides as well. I can turn them into extreme horse lovers. Yeah. With my luck, I would be the person to adopt like 5 kids, and then none of them would even care about horses in the slightest. Because I have some horse friends where like they're all about horses, and like all of their kids just don't get it. So yeah, that would be my luck. Also, yeah, okay, so I don't think I've told you guys this yet. I think it's in the upcoming vlog, but Luna is officially leased out. I am leasing her to a local gal here, and she's actually worked with her a couple times now, and she seems she's super experienced. She's really done quarter horses all of her life, but she's starting to experiment now with saddlebreds and Luna, and she actually has really done good with her the last couple sessions she's had with Luna. But yeah, so she's getting leased out this summer. She's gonna be leasing her for the rest of the summer, and which is really nice for me because, you know, obviously I have 5 horses now, and sorry, dude. So that frees up my time a little bit. I don't have to worry about, you know, Luna or any of my other horses getting pushed to the side, as well as I don't have to get rid of Luna, but somebody's still working with her, as well as I'm giving the opportunity to somebody to work with and ride horses and be around horses without having to buy one. Because this gal, she's got kids, and her kids show horses, and she's loves them and has been around them her whole life. She's like ridden them her whole life, but she's in a position right now where she can't buy any, and she just wants to be around horses and play with horses, and she really loves doing groundwork, which is awesome because Luna needs a lot of groundwork. So She's going to be doing a lot of that with her. So that's fun and exciting. And I'm glad that Luna's not just going to be sitting around. So that lets me focus on my other 4. And after I sell Sarah, then I'll have more time for Luna. As well as BB, I haven't really decided what I'm going to do with yet. Don't get me wrong, I love BB, but she's really not the horse that I need right now. I got BB almost 4 years ago. No, I got Luna almost 4 years ago. I got BB almost 3.5 years ago, or 3.5 years ago. So I got her because I was like 14 or 15 and I wanted something really fun that I could do barrels on and I could take to shows and just have fun with. And she definitely has been that for me. She's definitely been a fun horse to have around, but I really want horses that I can throw anybody on. Like, you guys know if you watch my channel that I don't show all the time. Like, during the summer I go to like 2, maybe 3 shows. If they're local, I don't really travel for shows or anything. So I'm not somebody that's going to be serious about showing and barrel racing. Barrel racing is fun, and it's been really fun with BB because she likes it. But at the same time, I really want horses that are just laid back and I can just throw anybody on, that I don't have to worry about, that's not going to be an issue. And BB really isn't that horse. She's one of those horses where you got to have somebody experienced, and I kind of have to explain her to them before I let them ride her, because she, you know, she's all over the place. Like, but, and she also needs a job. Like, BB is one of those horses that clearly gets bored sitting. And the minute you take her out on a trail ride, she's the first horse leading the group. And she's adventurous. Like, she likes to have a job. She likes to go places. And, like, if I'm so focused on my business, and, like, I'm at 5 horses, for crying out loud. If I'm so focused on my business and I'm not going to shows, and I can't ride all my horses at once, of course, I don't want her to sit and be bored. I don't want her to, you know, waste away and be bored in a pasture. As well as I can't just throw anybody on her. Like, Soccer and Sugar, I love them. I love having them around because I can just throw anybody on them. Like, it doesn't matter who it is. Like, they don't have any quirks. They're just so simple and so laid back. Like, if I have a friend to come out and ride, I can be like, just get on and ride them. And BB I cannot do that with. Like, BB is a great horse, but I don't feel like she's the right horse for my situation, if you know what I mean. And I probably won't sell her. I do have her available for lease, and her old owner actually is interested in leasing her this summer. I don't know if that will happen or not, but she has shown interest in it. Or I could give her back to her old owners. Because they've told me a million times, like, if you don't want her anymore or can't handle her anymore, just give her back to us because we'll take her back. So that is an option. I'm not saying I'll for sure do any of that stuff, but it's just kind of something that I've been thinking about. You know, I don't want her to get pushed to the side because she needs to work. She is a working horse. As well as her old owners do have some younger nieces that have been riding all summer, and I feel like they would probably ride her. And so, I don't know, it's just something I've been thinking about. Let me know what you guys think. I'm not saying like I'm getting rid of her or anything, but I've just kind of been thinking about the options there. So, all right, I'm gonna hold you guys lower because we're driving through town now and I don't know if there's any cops. So. All right, we're almost home, so I can talk to you guys. I can read your guys' comments better. Oh my god, gas went up again. Ugh. I hate when gas goes up in price. It was literally like $1.99 a month ago, and now it's like $2.59. Homegirl is on a budget. With somebody new, baby, baby, we're dancing with a stranger. I like this song. Dancing with a stranger. This is so nice with live streams. I can actually put in music, whereas like in my videos they'll all get copyrighted, so I can't put anything fun in there. I know exactly what I have to do. I don't wanna be alone tonight. Look what you made me do. I was somebody new. Oh, baby, baby, I'm dancing with a stranger. Oh God. Alright. We're almost home. You can see what kind of mess Chaz has made today. Did any of you guys have to work or have to go to school today? Because I'm on spring break. That's the only reason I've been able to work with Sarah this week. Somebody new, baby, I'm dancing with a stranger. Whoop. We're here with a stranger. We're here. Oh, I also need to look for a head stall.
I am so excited for this weekend
because I need to look in my basement for a head stall, because the only one I have at the barn right now, I think she's gonna use with Luna. Oh my God. Guys, I worked out the other day and I'm so sore. Oh my God. I'm so sore. Think of all the junk I need to take inside. God dang it. You know, it sucks having a car where the passenger door doesn't open. Oh, whoops. See, that's why. Like, everybody that I take with me anywhere, like if I'm driving, has to crawl over my driver's seat. It's the most inconvenient thing in the entire world. Okay. Whew. My legs are so sore. All right, who's ready to see Chizzy? Hold on, I gotta unlock my door. What you doing? What you doing, mister? You didn't even bark. What are you doing? All right, guys, ignore the messy house. I'm a horse owner. I don't have clean things. Ugh. Oh my goodness. All right. Hey, come here. Do you have to go outside? Okay, let's look at some of your guys' questions. What do you think about a person who's leasing but can't afford the 4-H stuff, and people / their friend are supplying all their stuff for them? FYI, this is someone I know. Please be honest. I mean, I think that's a really nice friend. I mean, I had friends that really helped me out when I couldn't afford things with my horses, so I think it's good for people to help each other out. I think, you know, I have a friend right now who I think I help out a lot. Hold on, Chizzy. Come here. Hey, come here. Don't run away. Hey, come here. Hold on. Quit moving. There. Has to tie him out to go potty. Okay. I have a friend right now who I would say I help out quite a bit. And I think it's totally fine to help people out. But I feel like it should be one of those things where, like, if this person that I help a lot, I know that if I asked her for a favor, if she was able to help me with that, then she would. Like, she appreciates it. And I know that she probably wouldn't be able to do some of the stuff she does without my help. And so, like, I think it's totally fine to help people out as much as you want, as long as there are people who you think appreciate it, as well as you could count on if you needed help also. Or if they plan on repaying you in some way, then good deal. Do I have preference on what horse is best for a beginner? Honestly, I really don't. That's kind of, I think, one thing that sets me apart from a lot of people here on YouTube is they think that there is one specific type of horse that beginners should have. And I think whatever horse works for you is what horse you should get. If you think you're comfortable with a horse, if you think this horse works well with me, that you make a good team, that you can see yourself riding long term, that's one thing as well. I think people who buy ponies for their kids, even though their kids are going to grow out of them, like, I don't think that'd be wise. What else? I mean, there's no set standard. Well, there's kind of a standard, but there's no set rules as to what horse makes a good horse for you. Like, everybody's different. So I say find the horse that you really like, that you really connect well with, and go from there. All right. I'm going to set you guys here for a second so I can put on sweatpants. I'm still watching the screen, though. Ugh. Oh my God, I swear, guys, there's nothing better than putting on sweatpants after you get home from the barn. Love sweatpants. But I do need to plug in my phone because it's getting a low battery. And I don't want my phone to die in the middle of our live stream chat. Also, I apologize for not live streaming yesterday like I usually do, but I got home a little bit late. I'm coming. Ugh. Go get him. Oh, Chazzer. Okay, let me plug my phone in somewhere. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna eat tonight, guys. I have literally nothing to eat in my house. Like, nothing. Oh, I have some muffins. But Zach bought this muffin mix, and I made the muffins, but I haven't let him have any, so I feel like I shouldn't eat them all. Okay. Now I don't know how I'm going to be able to set you guys down because I plugged my phone in. All right, I apologize if the camera abruptly falls over. A 14-1 hand horse is a good horse for a 9-year-old, or will they grow out of it? Well, I guess it depends how big they're gonna get, because I'm 5'5", like the average female height, and my horse is like 14 hands, and I still ride her, and I'm 19 years old. So I think 14-1 is a fine height. Unless if this person's gonna get like 6.5 feet tall, then it'll probably be very awkward looking. But do you guys hear Chaz running all over the place? Chazzy, what are you doing? Look at him. What are you doing? Hold on, let me give him a treat. Oh, God. Give him a treat. This thing would stay up. There. Hey, you want a treat? Here. Hey. Hey, Dorcat. You want a treat? I don't know if you guys can see me. I'll eat it. All right, guys, what should I eat? What should I find to eat? What you made me do, I was somebody new. That song's gonna be stuck in my head now. Okay. I think that's a good place. I kind of feel like some coffee, to be honest. All I really have is spaghetti, but I've eaten spaghetti like 20 times this week. I might eat a muffin, honestly. I really feel like some coffee, though. Is that weird? It's 6:30 at night, but I kind of want some coffee. Oh, baby, baby. All right, so what are your guys' plans with your horses this year? I want to hear what you guys want to do, since all I ever talk about is what I'm going to do. Are you guys showing, trail riding, leasing? We have peanut butter. I could eat peanut butter, right? Oh, I might have some tomatoes. I've got some tomato soup I'll eat. To actually have a horse, that will be a good start. A few rodeos, nice. Yes. Tomato soup it is. This is gonna take forever to heat up. I should have put it in a pot. There's so much in here, oh my god. I'm gonna eat some peanut butter. I hope you guys don't mind. Do we have any peanut butter fanatics? Because I have one friend who oh, god damn it. Sorry. I have one friend that in high school, she would literally bring like a jar of peanut butter like this to school and just eat it like throughout the day. I like peanut butter, but not that much. And I know some people that put peanut butter in their chili. All right, you guys got to start pounding out the horse questions. I wish I could build a barn right now. If I could build my own barn right now, I'd be so on it. See, now there's this thing in the way. Here. What's your guys' dream barn? Like if you had a barn that had everything you want, what would it be? I think mine would be someplace with an indoor and outdoor arena that was heated. It would definitely have tons of pasture. Ew. Tons of pasture and probably like several different pastures. So that like if I had somebody that boarded there that owned several horses, like we could just put all their horses in one pasture. But also somewhere that had just like miles of trails. Like I want somewhere that has places for trails. The one on Heartland, yeah. I think we could all agree. If we could have the farm from Heartland. Definitely a place like with an old barn. I love like just old style barns. Like I don't like how today barns are just all pole buildings. I like the old style barns that have like the hay loft upstairs, and have a building to keep all the machinery, and also somewhere we could bale our own hay, because which would be possible if it had a lot of pasture space, because I feel like if I could bale my own hay, it'd probably save on so much cost. What else? A decent size house on the property. Like it doesn't need to be a huge house, but like a nice size house, like an old rustic log cabin house. A round pen, a really nice round pen. My barn would only have limited amount of stalls. I would have probably like 6 stalls at the most, because horses at my barn would live outside. They wouldn't be locked in stalls. But I still would have stalls just in case people wanted to bring in their horses at night, or like if they were going to a show and wanted to keep their horses clean, or if horses were injured. We're getting there. My soup is almost warm enough. Oh yeah, a tack room for sure. A nice tack room. A big one too, where everybody could have like, I don't even know if I would have lockers, but just where everybody could have their own saddle rack and have like enough space to put their own stuff, a tack box and like that type of thing. I would have also like hitching rails. I hate how barns like only have cross ties, or like don't really have anywhere for you to tie your horse. I would literally have places to tie your horse everywhere. Like there'd be a ring, like a tie ring in each stall. I would have hitching rails everywhere. You know, the rings on the side of the wall everywhere, because I feel like I can't babysit my horse all the time. Like sometimes you just need to tie up your horse. So there'd be everywhere to tie up your horse. Okay, I think we need 30 more seconds. My soup is almost done. I'm really liking the peanut butter though. Oh my gosh. You guys gotta look at Chaz right now. Chazzy, what'd you find? Did you find a bone? I gave that bone to him this morning and he has not touched it until right now. He like won't enjoy things unless I'm here. Like he doesn't want to eat his bones and stuff unless like I'm here and he's happy and in a good mood. All right, hold tight while I get my soup. Ooh, don't spill. Whew. We have 9 people, which is like really good for my live streams. So I feel like I need to just live stream earlier for you guys. Maybe that's what the problem is. Let me know like what time is like a good time for you guys. But well, I mean, you guys come from all over the world, so I never know what time to live stream. Because it could be in the middle of the night for a lot of you, and it could be like the middle of the day for a lot of you. Ah, that was hot. Oh, okay, this is a perfect question. What would I do with a horse that hasn't been ridden in a year to get them back into shape? So if you guys have watched my videos, you know that I pretty much specialize in breaking out horses and refreshing horses. And Luna, actually, my current horse, hasn't been ridden for about a year and a half. I also had a client horse this summer who hadn't been ridden in like a couple years. And I had one, it'll soon be 2 years ago, that hadn't been ridden in a few years. So I've refreshed several horses. And really, I just start with groundwork again. I don't believe in just jumping on horses after they've been sitting, because horses don't necessarily forget things, but they do have to be refreshed. Like, you know, if you run 3 miles every morning and then stop for a year, like, it's going to be hard again when you decide to get back into it. So I always just start back with groundwork, lunging, your ground manners, spending time with humans again. Get them back into the working mindset. And then some horses refresh really quickly and they pick right back up where they left off and it's no big deal. Some horses take a little bit longer. So just start with the groundwork, and then whenever you feel like the horse is ready, bust out the saddle. Have somebody with you. I mean, even if you really trust the horse, I just feel like having somebody there when you first get back on them is always safest. Or even somebody holding the lead rope or holding the horse, and just start riding again. I mean, the way that I've done it is I've always started with getting back on the horse, having somebody walk me around for a while, and then the next time I might have somebody walk me around and then go off by ourselves, and then just kind of gradually build from there. So just act like you're starting over, but not completely. You guys, look at these cute little bowl covers that my grandma made me. They like go around your bowl so you don't get burnt. I hate when the spoon gets covered in soup. Let's see. I want to keep you guys plugged in, but I don't know where. So let's find a spot where I can sit and talk and have you guys plugged in. Well, I guess right here would be fine. I need to work on these mystery boxes anyways. So we'll put you guys here. Oh my god, my legs are so sore. Horsing around. I believe you did get a box. I believe you were one of the people that got a box. I haven't addressed it yet, but it will be in the next vlog. Bear with me, like, you won't receive your box right away by any means. Patience with me, please, because I have to make a lot of the stuff in the box. And so I have to make 6 boxes because somebody also ordered another box. Like, they ordered the mystery box and they ordered a dog box. So I have to make them all. So it's going to take time for me to be able to make everything and ship it out. And shipping's going to be expensive as well. You know, shipping that many packages gets pricey. So I might ship some this week. I might ship some next week when I get some paychecks going. So okay. I don't know how will be the best way to set you up. Here, okay, right there. Okay, guys, I'm gonna run and get my soup really quick. Don't go anywhere. I'm just gonna go get my soup. I'll be right back. Ugh. Okay, I'm back. Oh my god, my legs. Ow! Do any of you guys work out? Because if you do, you know the struggle. Ow. Ugh. Oh, okay, so Charlie the pony, my advice for you is if your horse wants to lope every time that you want to trot, I would say every time that he pushes you to let him go faster, make him stop. Make him stop and back up, or make him stop and stand there. And every time, you have to be diligent about it. Don't let things slide. Every time he does it, make him stop and wait, or make him stop and back up. And he will learn every time he pushes you to do that, he gets the opposite of what he wants. So that would be my advice. But I'm sure there's several different ways you could approach it. Okay, well, I'm glad I'm not the only one who did leg day. Leg day was it Wednesday for me? And it's 2 days later, and oh my god, I'm so sore still. And I even iced. Like, I iced for quite a while the other night, but I think I'm going to do it again tonight. Do any of you guys, like, just fill your soup with crackers? I do. Alright. I'm gonna have barn hair. Now I want to make some soup. Well, go make some soup. We could have, like, a soup party. Oh, I see. It would be hard to stop in a group lesson, I understand. Or what you could do as well, instead of stopping, every time he pushes you to go faster, spin him in a circle. Like 1 or 2 circles every time. So he has to learn every time he pushes you that he has to work harder and spin around in a tiny circle. What kind of lessons do you guys prefer? Do you like group lessons or would you rather have individual lessons? Did you guys see that? Ugh. Okay. Having long hair seriously is a struggle. Oh, I didn't plug in my phone. Okay. Oh, Debbie in Manchester. I was driving at the beginning of this live stream, but I'm home now. I was driving. That's why I titled it that. I'm kind of a mix when it comes to lessons. I like individual lessons, but I feel like it's good for everybody and every horse to do some group lessons. I think it's a lot of fun, as well as you have so much more to focus on. It really will help your focus if you can have a bunch of different horses and you're all kind of working together, you're all working on the same thing. But having an individual lesson is more personal and you can work on what you need, you and the horse need, not what the whole group needs. I like instructors that'll do both. How is Chloe doing? I haven't really heard much, but I think she's doing all right. Last I heard, she was a companion for weaning foals. Why? What is this? I did see Sarah's old owner, though, at a recent tack swap that I went to. It was kind of funny to see her there, but she kind of asked how Sarah was doing and stuff, so I thought that was kind of nice. Oh, man. Okay, tell me, you guys, do you guys get super annoyed by slurping? My boyfriend gets so annoyed, like he hates when I sit in the morning and drink coffee because I like go with like every sip. It gets him so annoyed. Okay, horsing around. I don't entirely know how to answer your question. About getting a horse to go faster. I've honestly never, well, I guess I kind of have had that problem. Because Soccer, he, like, will go to a canter and then anything else you ask him for, he'll literally just buck. That's all he'll do. Like, you ask him for a little bit more and he'll just buck. Obviously, he gets in a lot of trouble when he does that, but with BB, I've never had any issue with BB. She always goes fast. You have a piece of hair that's wonky, Chizzy. Right by your eyeball. Oh. Oh my goodness. Say hi to the camera. No, you're not getting my food. He wants my food is all. No, get out of here. No. Get your own food. Have any of you guys had that problem? Chat with each other. Because I want to know as well if any of you guys have had that problem. Like if I ever run into that, what advice you guys have. Sometimes BB will go like too fast and it's really annoying because I'll like, well, she rushes basically. I'll like want her to go up to the barrel and she's just going all over the place because she wants to just run. And then when I get up to the third barrel to turn, I have to be so careful when I put my leg in because she will literally just like, it's, ugh. She literally turns on a dime so quick that she will run over the barrel if you turn her too early. Alright guys, it's been almost an hour. I'm going to make this live stream an hour and a half or so. So keep pumping out the questions and the conversation so this isn't boring when people watch it back later. I am uploading a video on my other channel very soon because I've got it uploaded. I just need to edit it and fix the title and stuff. On my review channel, I'm going to be reviewing a bunch of vegan food. Oh my gosh, you guys. I actually get like almost this whole weekend off, which never happens. Also, are any of you guys going to the Madison Horse Fair up in Wisconsin? Because I'm thinking about going. I really want to anyways. Anyone? Or have you been there? Has anybody been to the Madison Horse Fair? Because If you have, let me know how it is. The girl that is leasing out Luna has been there a few times, and she says it's awesome. So naturally, I want to go. It's just been really hard because what would be most ideal is getting a hotel just to stay overnight. But they're like $150. Like, hello. For one night. And so I was trying to look up campgrounds in the Madison area, but that's proving to be very difficult. Like, I don't know if there's just not a lot of campgrounds or there's no websites for any of them, but it's been very hard. Because campgrounds are usually like $30 a night or something. But from what Luna's leasee was telling me, there's over 1,000 horses on the grounds at all times. There's over 300 vendors, so over 300 different companies and people and businesses trying to sell stuff like tack, show clothing, all kinds of different stuff. Every hour there's a different clinician. Like, there's clinics going on all day, there's shows going on, there's lessons. I'm not gonna take my horses or anything, but I would like to just go and experience it. It's like $20 a day, so not that bad, and your parking is included with your ticket. So hello, I want to go. Sir, you are not getting my soup. No, you're not getting it. I also want to go look for some English tack as well. Because Luna, I'm going to have to ride her in my English saddle because she literally isn't going to fit in absolutely anything that I have. It's going to take a lot of experimenting with saddles to find something to fit her properly. So, I don't know. I mean, I've ridden Saddlebreds Western before. The ranch that I used to work at had a couple Saddlebreds, and they had so many saddles though that they had some that fit. But oh my god, it's hard to find like saddles that will fit her because she literally has no shoulders. Like, the front of her body is this big, and like she has no shoulders. Like, her withers are so high and there's nothing filling it in that anything with a low pommel will just hit her withers, and anything with high enough pommel that it won't hit her withers just drops down because the gullet is too big. So it's gonna be a challenge trying to find something that really fits her. But my English saddle actually fit her fine. Like, I put it on her Monday and it fit her pretty good. So it didn't hit her withers or anything. I think it's just kind of the frame of her back that made it fit really well. But I'm also going to probably need to get a half pad. So I need a half pad. But like, new ones are expensive. They're like $50 to $100. God. And I can't really find any used ones right now unless they're like really used, like abused, you know? tips to fitting an English saddle properly. Honestly, I don't know a ton about fitting English saddles. I just know that you don't want it hitting your horse anywhere, like the withers or in the middle of their back. You don't want any pressure points. Like, you should be able to run your hands smoothly under there with no, with no tight spots. Hey, Purple. Purple's here. You also don't want it to rock. Like, I know sometimes when you put an English saddle on the horse's back, it will rock like back and forth. That means it's sitting on one point and is making contact with that point and not the other parts of the horse's back. You don't want it to do that. You want it to sit flat and evenly. You don't want it to look like this or like this. So that's kind of the basics that I know. I am eating tomato soup with some crackers. For those of you just tuning in. My live streams lately have kind of become mukbangs. But it's like 6:30 here and I'm hungry, okay? Well, what else should we talk about, y'all? Best trail riding hacks. What are you guys' best trail riding hacks? How many trail riders do we have watching right now? Can I tell you about my horses? Why, yes, I can tell you about my horses. I've got 5 horses. And I want to do a series on my channel where, like, I sit down with every one of my horses and make a whole video just about one horse at a time. Obviously, I'm not going to keep all of my horses forever, but it kind of would be cool for just, like, for 2019, I'll have, like, a meet all my horses video where I just sit down and talk about one horse. So I've got Sugar, which is my little paint mare. She's mostly white. I don't know what kind of paint she is. I think she's Overo or Tovero. She's one of those. I don't remember which one. She's about 14 hands. I got her and my gelding together when I was like 7 years old. We've had them 12 years now. She was the first horse I ever broke out. She was my heart horse. She is my heart horse. Will always be. I will never ever get rid of that horse. And she is such a great laid back, chill mare. She's a been there, done that horse. I've taken her everywhere. I've done all sorts of stuff with that horse. And I have my gelding, Soccer. Yes, it's kind of a weird name, but it's Soccer as in socks, S-O-C-K-E-R, Soccer, because he has 4 white socks. I'm guessing the previous owners named him that. Okay, let me turn my light on quick. Hold on. We have light. Okay. His previous owners named him that, and he was like 8 years old when we bought him, so I just kept the name because I didn't want to change it, like, if he already knew it. And since I got him and Sugar at the same time, he's also a very much been there, done that gelding. I haven't taken him to as much stuff as Sugar, but he was partially broke when we bought him. And right now he is kind of he's my reliable spare. I do ride him myself once in a while, but he is always around if I need an extra horse for a friend or my boyfriend or my dad. He's definitely a boyfriend / husband horse. He is super chill, super cool dude. He is pretty lazy most of the time and hard to convince, and he's also very studly. So he can be definitely the boss in the pasture. But overall, he's a really good horse. He's about 15-2, and he will be 18 this year. Sugar is about 14, I believe. And then I have BB, which is my bay mare, and she is about 12. She's like 14-2 or so, and I actually acquired her 3.5 years ago from a friend. She was given to me by a friend, and she is really one of those horses that only I can ride. She's a difficult horse to ride. She has very low confidence, but she's fun. She's such a fun horse to have. She's very adventurous. She's very sassy. She is speedy. I do barrels with her once in a while. This summer I did them with her at a few shows. She's quick. She needs a job. She should definitely always have a job. She's not a horse to just sit in a pasture and sit around and do nothing. She gets bored. But yeah, she's a fun horse to have around. And BB is short for BB gun. Because like I said, she's feisty. And then I have Sarah. And Sarah is my little halflinger mare, which if you've watched my training videos, you've definitely seen her. And she's in the vlogs as well. But I got Sarah July of this year. I got her from Illinois. And she is about 15 years old from what I've been told. That's what her previous owners told me, but when I have the vet out to do shots and stuff, I'm going to have him check her to see if that's accurate. And she's never been broke out before, so she's 15 years old, and she's just now getting broke out by myself. She's not super happy about it, but she is a very smart, very level-headed mare. She just is inexperienced and really has, you can tell, just kind of been a pasture pet most of her life. So this year I'm breaking her out, and I'm going to be taking her on all the trail rides. I'm going to probably take her to a couple shows and just ride the heck out of her. I want to ride her as much as I possibly can. And then this fall, she will be for sale. And then I have Luna, who is my most recent acquire. I got Luna in January. And Luna actually has a very long story. I bought Luna 4 years ago as my first project horse. There's videos of her on my channel from 3-4 years ago. And she's my very first project horse I've ever had, and I bought her and she had no history. Like, we knew nothing about her. I bought her from a girl for $300, and she basically just told me that she picked her up from the sale barn because she felt bad for her because she was really skinny. So she owned her for like a year just to put weight on her and stuff, and then resold her to me. So I didn't know anything about Luna other than she had come from the sale barn, which can be dangerous because you have no idea if that horse has any problems. So I didn't know anything about her. So I just started working with her, and it didn't take me very long to figure out that she was already broke. She lunged. She put the saddle on. I could literally take yoga balls, huge yoga balls, and throw them at her. And nothing scared her. Like, she didn't care. So she was clearly very well broke. And I started riding her. And then September of that year, so that fall, I sold her. and I sold her to another gal who then 2 weeks later sold her again. And she's been sold probably 3 or 4 times. And word got back around to me in January or December that her current owner, her farm got sold out from under her, and she had no money, no place to live, and was living out of her camper. So she needed to get rid of some horses, and she was desperate to get rid of some horses because she couldn't afford to feed them or anything. And so I contemplated bringing Luna here so that I could help her sell her, but the girl didn't have any money for board. She didn't have really any money to help pay for the expenses. So I was like, I might as well just buy her back. So I did. I just bought her back, and she's here with me now, and she's definitely not the same horse that I sold 3-4 years ago. She's very, very sensitive. Somebody has clearly run the shit out of her, and she is gonna need refreshing, but I actually just leased her out, and this year she's gonna be leased out by a gal who's very experienced, has a lot of quarter horse experience, and she's actually already started working with her a couple of times, so that's really exciting, and she's done really, really good with her. So I won't be riding Luna too much this year. You might see me ride her a couple or a few times, but I'm probably just gonna let her leasey take the reins, no pun intended. So that's all my horses that I own right now. But yeah, I very much wonder what Luna's story was before I first got her as well, and I'm pretty certain that she came from the Amish. Luna, for whatever reason, when I first got her, she was horrible to catch. Literally horrible to catch. You couldn't catch her. I would literally spend 45 minutes out there running her around because she wouldn't give up. She'd just keep running. And so every time she'd run, I'd make her run hard. And she just wouldn't give up. But she is a saddlebred. I mean, she's got lots of stamina. And the more that I worked with her, the less difficult she became to catch. The more and more that I went to catch her and spend time with her, and the more that I worked her, she wasn't as hard to catch. And when I went to get her this time, when I bought her, I went to go get her, and the lady literally built a corral. She built this, round pen type looking thing, and built it just so that she could catch Luna, because she couldn't catch her at all. And when I went to pick her up, Luna just ran and ran and ran and ran around that pen. And she had like this rope set up in the corner where if Luna got in that corner, she could pull the rope and corner her, and then she could catch Luna. Like once she cornered her, she could catch her, and Luna literally just trembled. Like she trembled as she caught her. So I don't know what all she's been through. I don't know what all she's seen since then. I've brought her home, and I haven't had any problems catching her. So I don't know. Get out of here, sir. But yeah, she's been good for us so far to catch. I don't have any more water. Oh. I love your pants. Thank you. These pants, I swear, are like 15 years old. These pants are hand-me-downs. I got them from my sister, and she used to wear them all the time. Get out, Chaz. You're being rude. Where'd he go? Hey, girl, hey. All right, guys, we got about 10 minutes left. So if you really, really want to ask me something, ask it now. I don't know why I'm really liking the peanut butter today. I agree, old PJs are the comfiest. Oh, I have so much crap, you guys. But, hold on. I can't show that. Your mystery boxes. Oh, and that over there. Your mystery boxes that you guys won are almost done. I've got a couple more things to finish up, and then I will be shipping them out. I'm going to be adding some things to my Etsy shop. I'm going to be adding some stuff, so keep an eye out on there if you follow it. Because I'm going to be adding some different things. I think I'm going to be adding like dream catchers made out of horseshoes and a small animal box. Just got my 3 horses a electric fence. What are your thoughts? I think electric fences are pretty good. Although I would say it depends on the electric fence. Like, we have an electric fence at home, but it's like 5 wires. Like, it's 5 wires all the way down. And I think you should have at least 3. Like, at least 3 wires. To be safe. Just because I don't trust, like, especially not 1 wire, 1 or 2 wire fences, just because I feel like horses could easily slip through them or knock them over, knock a post over, stomp on it with their hoof, you know what I mean? And so my horses would go either through a 2-wire fence or they would step over it. Oh, gosh. But I think at least a 3-wire. And they will probably freak out if they've never been around an electric fence before. But they will definitely get used to it. It doesn't take them very long to get used to it. The mystery boxes are almost done. They're sitting right over here. Right there. I just got to finish a few more things. Man, my horses wouldn't work with a 1-wire fence. They would bust right through that thing. I mean, Soccer literally would just step right over it. Electric or not, he would just step over it. No, Chaz. Chaz has gotten really rude lately, you guys. Like, you know how horses get really rude when you give them too many treats? Chaz has been that way. And so I'm not letting him have any table food because he's been so rude about it. Like, excuse you, I might be finishing that later. I would say the best thing that you can do for people who have confidence issues, if you're having confidence issues because you fell off a horse maybe, or you got kicked, or whatever it may be, the best way to get over it is to just get back on, to just do it, to make yourself do it. Tell your instructor, make me do this. I will not end this lesson until I get on that horse, and just make yourself get over it. You might be terrified. It might be horrifying at first, but you just have to do it. And that's the best way that I've found to get over your fears, because once you've conquered it, you're like, you know? So just get on, go. And if it's your friend, I mean, what can you really do? I mean, if they're not going to get on their horse, that's kind of, you don't really have control over that. That's kind of at their own loss. If they don't want to get over the fears. But that's the only way I've ever been able to get over them. I would say this has been a very successful live stream. I think we got up to like 12 people maybe. Mm-hmm. 20 years later. I remember one time, me and my friend were riding Soccer and Sugar in my pasture, in our own pasture, and we went under this tree, and there was a branch like that was loose, but it was like holding onto another branch, you know, and it was hanging like straight down, and it was loose, like barely hanging on, and my helmet like hit it and it fell and hit Soccer right in the butt, and he took off, you guys. He took off, and I don't know how, but I lost the reins, so his reins were loose, and I literally remember to this day him just running, and I don't have the reins, like I'm holding onto the saddle horn, and I'm like, whoa, Soccer, whoa, like trying to talk to him to slow him down, and he wasn't fucking listening, but I remember like saying, whoa, and he ran right between these two trees that were so close together. I swear they were like 2 feet, 3 feet apart. He ran in between those trees, and that's where I fell off. I fell off, and I smacked my head like in between the two trees. Like I went bam, bam in between the two trees, and I didn't obviously get hurt. I was wearing a helmet that day, and I was definitely scared to ride him again, but it wasn't his fault. I mean, he was still pretty green at the time, and he was still in that phase where hitting branches scared him. So that really did scare him. Something like came down and smacked him on the butt, and he didn't know what it was. And it was scary to get on him again after that, but like I had to. It wasn't even an option. Like I knew I had to ride him again. Like I can't just not ride my horse anymore. Like I have to get back on him. Even if it's just for a short ride around the dry lot or around the round pen. I did it. Oh, and he never pulled any of that crap again. But yeah. I don't know when my next live stream will be. Probably, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I stick to weekdays or should I try weekends? Because I did live stream on a weekend one time and literally nobody watched. Like nobody watched. And I didn't know if it was because it was like, I don't remember if it was a Saturday or Sunday, but it was a weekend and I had like more people that watched during the weekdays. So I don't know, either one I guess would be fine. Like I feel bad doing it on the weekdays because people have to get up and go to work, and some of you guys live in places where it's very late at night. Yeah, that's what I figured. Like people are probably out doing stuff on Saturday night. But weekdays. I think weekdays have worked out best so far. So usually it's between Thursday and Friday. Usually Thursdays and Fridays. I usually try and do this channel on Thursdays, and then my what do I want to call it? My personal / pets channel on Fridays. But I skipped last week, I think. I skipped last week because I didn't get home till late. Can you not walk all over my stuff, sir? God. My dog is being so rude. Yeah, I wish YouTube did give better notifications. I don't know, like, if you guys turn on the little bell, you know, like the little notification bell, I don't know if that notifies you of every live stream or not, or if it'll, I don't know, if it tells you when I live stream, because I know usually, like, being subscribed to people, like, I will get a notification if somebody's live streaming that I'm subscribed to, but am I going to get more dogs? I will eventually get another dog. I know myself well enough to know one day when I'm ready, I will get another dog. More dogs. But right now, since Baxter died, I haven't really even wanted another dog. It's taken me a long time to heal from Baxter passing away, as well as it was really, really, now, I don't know if I want to say traumatic, but it was really hard the way Baxter died, and my last 2 dogs that have passed away very quickly, or have, like, gone downhill very quickly, and because of that, like, Chaz is like 12 years old, as some of you guys know. And so, like, I don't know how long I have left with Chaz. And so, you know, he could go downhill at any minute. I don't know. So right now, I just want to spend as much possible time as I can with him. And when Chaz dies, it's going to be so rough. Like, I saw this meme the other day that said, like, do you ever look at somebody and realize how terrified you are to lose them? And I'm not even joking, you guys. I thought, yeah, my dog. I thought, yeah, my dog, even though I know that I'm going to lose him and I can't do anything about it. But I don't know when that's going to be. You know, he could live another 2 or 3 years, or he could go downhill in the next few months. So I want to spend as much time with him as I possibly can, because literally the thought of Chaz dying terrifies me, and it's going to be, like, so unbelievably hard when he dies. So one day I will get more dogs, but probably not for a long time. And after Chaz dies, like, I'm not gonna want another dog. Like, I already know I'm not gonna want another dog for a long time. And even if I do, like, see some dogs up for adoption and think, oh, you know, maybe I'm ready for another dog, to even give it more time, because I know that the quicker that I want to get another dog after one passes, the more that I'm going to want to compare them. And I know that no other dog will ever be Chaz. And so I feel like once Chaz passes and my heart has completely healed and I'm ready to open my heart to more dogs, then I will get some, but it's going to be a long time before that happens. But I do miss having a big dog. I still have Tony. You guys know Tony, the farm dog. You know, I don't really see her very much. When I go to visit the horses, I do, but I do miss having a big dog outside. And I work in pets. I work in the pet department at our store, and, like, I love it. I love the pets department, but Chaz, knock it off. But, it sucks, like, being in the pet department and looking at all the bones and the rawhides and the biscuits and stuff that I can't buy anymore. Like, I would buy that stuff all the time for Baxter. I love to spoil him. I would buy him bones. I would buy him hard chews and biscuits and stuff. And like, now, like when I'm stocking or I'm, you know, straightening things on the shelves, it just like kind of makes me a little bit sad because I don't have a dog to buy those things for anymore. I do buy stuff for Chazzy still, but Chaz can't eat like rawhides and bones and stuff. He doesn't have enough teeth left. So, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. You're such a stinky. You are such a stinker. Yes. But your breath stinks. Rude. His breath stinks so bad, you guys. He needs to go to the dentist and get a tooth taken out because it's rotten. But, yeah. Have any of you guys ever had like a horse pass away? Or like one of your horses you had to put down? Luckily, I haven't had to experience that yet. But that will also be a very hard when I have to put Soccer or Sugar down. What did I just knock over? We're getting almost to 100 minutes, so I've even made this live stream longer than I was planning. So, last thoughts, last questions. Let's kind of wrap it up here. I try not to make these longer than like an hour and a half, so they're not, you know, take forever to process and stuff. But my video about Baxter made you cry. Dude, that video was so hard to edit. And that video was so hard to film. Like, I actually hadn't cried about Baxter for like a few days, and I thought, okay, I can sit down and make this video now. And I literally just, the first 5 minutes, I was just like busted out bawling. And there was so much I had to cut out of that video because I literally had to stop and just like bawl and cry during that video. And then like after I was editing it, I had to like sit there and watch myself cry and have to like cut it all out because that video would have been so long, and I'm the ugliest crier. Like, I haven't watched that video. I think I watched it over once, but I haven't watched it again because I'm literally like, it's so cringy to watch yourself cry like that and to like hear yourself like cry talk, you know. But it was a really raw, really honest video, and it was very hard. It was a very hard month. It has been over a month now since he passed away. So, can I do more story time videos? I could. I don't have an interesting life though. Like, honestly, you guys, I don't have a lot of stories. Thank you. I appreciate that. I honestly, like, I'm at the point now in my life where I'm out of high school. I don't have that many friends, and so, like, I don't care. Like, when I was in high school, I was very selective about the videos that I would make because I was like, okay, what if somebody at school finds my channel and just shows everybody? But now I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't really give a fuck. Like, who cares? Literally, I hated everybody in high school. I didn't have any friends, so I really don't care. I guess I could make story time video, or I could make a video as to why I didn't have any friends in high school, or what else? Why I never went to a party in high school. Not one. What else? What else do you guys want to hear? Like, do you want to hear like retail story times? Because I work in retail. I work in pets. I I don't have a lot of horsey story times. I could talk about all the times I've fallen off. What else? I don't know. Like, I don't have a very interesting life. Oh, Chazzy. Embarrassing horse fails. I think I did make one video a long time ago, like embarrassing horse stories or something like that, but I could probably remake it. I've definitely had those. What else? Or it was called like awkward horse stories or something. Dude, there was this one time, I was camping. I was in a campground with my parents because we camped a lot when I was younger. And, we were in this campground and me and my sister were riding our bikes. I was like probably 12 or 13 at the time. We were riding our bikes around the campground and literally this like really cute guy walks by. Okay. He's like walking down the street. He has no shirt on. I don't know where he's walking to. He's like walking to the beach or something. I'm literally in like my rainbow pajama pants and like a extra large t-shirt that's way too big for me. I literally look like a scrub. And like this real cute guy comes walking by and I'm like, so I like start speeding up on my bike, like trying to look all badass, you know? And I no joke, this is the most embarrassing thing ever. I go around this corner and hit a patch of sand and fall off my bike. I literally crash onto the cement and like I literally broke my bike. I broke it. Like I broke the chain and I like cut up my ankle. I cut up my knee and literally the guy is like trying to hold it together. He's like walking by trying to keep it together. And I was just like, no problem. Don't mind me over here. Like I just broke my freaking bike, scraped up my ass. And my sister, she's like, oh my God, Michaela, are you okay? And I was like, I just fell off my fucking bike, Becky. And so I literally get up and walk my bike back to the camper. That was the most embarrassing thing I've ever done in my life. And yeah, never saw that guy again. And I literally was like avoiding walking around the campground for the rest of that weekend, like fearing that I was going to run into him again. But yeah, I didn't, thankfully. He probably would have been like, dude, you all right? Yeah, I'm okay. That's just my luck for you. That's the type of stuff that happens to me. So, okay, guys. How did I meet my honey? High school. We went to the same school. Actually, it was really interesting. Oh my God, you guys are asking all these questions. It was interesting because I literally like didn't know him at all. Like I really didn't know him. And it was football season. And Zach is 2 years older than me. So or 2 grades above me. He's like a year and a half older than me. I was a freshman and he was a junior. And just like out of the blue, I get this Snapchat and I had no idea who it was from. And he was like, hey, my name's Zach. I don't know if you know me or not. And I was like, I mean, I think you play football, right? And he's like, yeah, like I didn't know if you wanted to wear my jersey. Like literally never talked to him before in my life. And he like asked me to wear his football jersey. So yeah, that's where it started. How many siblings do I have? 7. Yeah, 7. I have 7 siblings. But any other like video requests you guys want to see, any ideas and story times, make sure to leave them in the comments of my videos because that's like my number one communication with you guys. Like, these live streams I only do once a week, but like if you guys are watching my videos throughout the week, comment video ideas, because I want to know. I want to know what ideas you guys have. All the story time ideas you have, go leave comments on my most recent video and let me know what ideas you have. None of my siblings are into horses. Not a single one of them, not a single family member of mine is into horses. And no, not all my siblings come from the same mom or dad. I have siblings from, actually, I don't have a single full sibling. I have 7 siblings altogether. None of them are full siblings. They're all half or step. So, no, my mom doesn't have 7 kids, believe me. My dad doesn't have 7 kids. It's like dad's side, mom's side, step siblings. So, yeah, like I said, comment on my videos. Let me know what you guys want to see so that I know what you want to see. And I'm going to start working on finishing up these mystery boxes. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video, live stream. I will see you guys probably next week on this channel and on my other channel. And we will go from there. So, hope you guys enjoyed. And hope you guys have a great night or day